The New York Knicks have officially hired Mike Brown as their new head coach for the 2025-2026 season. 1 month after moving on from Tom Thibodeau, who led the franchise to its first conference finals in over 2 decades, and the franchise's best 5-year stretch since the 1990s. The Knicks are pivoting to a coach with championship pedigree, a more fluid offensive philosophy, and a reputation for holding players accountable. But will Brown be the right fit for this win-now roster? Let's break it all down, the pros, cons, and how this hiring could change everything for the Knicks. For starters, the Knicks reportedly interviewed several other candidates, including James Barango, the New Orleans Pelicans assistant, and Taylor Jenkins, the former head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. Mike Brown isn't just another recycled head coach. He's a 2-time NBA Coach of the Year with experience leading LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, De'Aaron Fox, and Steph Curry. He's won rings with Golden State and helped break Sacramento's 16-year playoff drought in 2023 with the best offensive efficiency in NBA history, 118.6 points per 100 possessions. Around the league, Brown is known as a defensive tactician, a player-first communicator, and a creative offensive mind who blends pace and space principles with motion-heavy systems. Let's start with the pros. Number 1, defensive foundation. Brown is a defensive tactician. His teams, both as a head coach and assistant, have consistently ranked in the top half of the league in defensive rating. For a Knicks squad that thrives on toughness and grit, Brown brings that right mindset. And unlike Thibodeau, who often wore players down with intense workloads, Brown uses more scheme-based, switchable defensive principles. Number 2, offensive modernization. Under Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks' offense often stagnated in half-court sets, heavily relying on their starting 5 more than any other team in the NBA, even as data showed their net rating declined over the second half of the season into the playoffs. From January to the postseason, the starting 5 had a negative net rating and was outscored by 31 points in 335 playoff minutes. Brown, on the other hand, brings a pace and space philosophy. In Sacramento, they were a top 3 pace team that led the league in offensive efficiency in 2023, built around dribble handoffs. He unlocked Domantas Sabonis as a dribble handoff hub, flanked by movement shooters and cutting wings. Expect him to apply that same logic to Karl-Anthony Towns as a playmaking big. Number 3, player accountability. Unlike Thibodeau, who rarely criticized players publicly, Brown has no problem holding stars accountable, whether it was pulling Keon Ellis after a defensive lapse, benching Kevin Huerter mid-season, or calling out De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis in media sessions. Brown demands smarter and more disciplined play. That's a huge plus for a team that collapsed late in games far too often last year. And number 4, clutch game improvements. Here's an underrated stat. Brown has coached 3 of the last 4 winners of the NBA's Clutch Player of the Year award: De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry, and now Jalen Brunson. Even though the Kings fell apart in clutch moments last season, Brown understands what elite closers need, and he'll give Brunson more creative tools and off-ball relief late in games. But there's also risk to this hire. Let's talk about the concerns. Number 1, locker room dynamics. Brown's fiery coaching style isn't for everyone. In Sacramento, there were reported tensions between Brown and the front office over his handling of stars like De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. His bluntness could create friction with someone like Josh Hart, who thrives on freedom, hustle, and rhythm rather than structured pace and space systems. Number 2, offensive inflexibility. While Brown modernized Sacramento's offense initially, some critics argue he failed to adapt as the league adjusted. The Kings dropped to 13th in offensive efficiency last year and became overly reliant on Sabonis dribble handoffs. If he's too married to the same sets in New York, especially with different personnel, those issues could resurface. Number 3, minutes management. Ironically, while Brown is more willing than Tibbs to change rotations, he's also been guilty of riding stars hard. Fox and Sabonis both ranked top 10 in minutes played in 2022-2023. If the Knicks continue running Brunson to the ground, who already led the NBA in time of possession per game, fatigue and injuries may remain an issue. Number 4, Underachiever narrative. Let's be honest. Despite a strong resume, Brown has yet to win a championship as a head coach. He flamed out with LeBron in Cleveland, struggled to connect with Kobe in LA, and lost control of the Kings locker room last season. Some fans wonder if he's more of a high-level assistant than a true title-winning head coach. Number 5. Fit with defense. This is where things get tricky. Brown is a defensive-minded coach, no doubt, but how do you build an elite defense with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns? Two players frequently hunt in the playoffs on the floor together. Against Indiana, Brunson defended 123 pick and rolls as a screener, a massive increase from the year prior, and Towns was routinely targeted in switches. Together, they form one of the weakest defensive tandems of any contending core in the NBA. Will Brown trust Cat in crunch time defensively, or will we start seeing more small ball close-in lineups with OG at the 5? These aren't just coaching decisions. They could define the team's identity. The Knicks are in a fascinating spot. They clearly are in win-now mode. They've built a high-powered backcourt and a versatile wing core, but getting to the finals and finally ending that 52-year title drought will require more than grit and clutch shot making. Brown's challenge is threading the needle, maximizing Brunson without burning him out, unlocking more offensive diversity from Bridges and OG, and building a modern scheme that holds up in the postseason. If he pulls it off, this could be the team to be in the East. If not, don't be surprised if we're talking about another coaching search in 2026. So what do you think of the Mike Brown hire? Will his defense pedigree and modern offense finally take the Knicks over the top, or is this another swing and a miss? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA deep dive breakdowns like this one.